Boys and girls, we have got some bullish signs that are coming in for Bitcoin. Let's have a look. All right, so this is a chart comparing 2021 and 2017, on the September bounce, the pullback in October, and the move up into the quarter four of each of these years. And there is a stark similarity between them. TechDev is an analyst on Twitter. He has a name for himself, and this is the chart that's come out. And you know what? This chart is becoming more and more famous, and there's a lot of attention being brought to this chart right now. So I thought I'd do something a lot more interactive than that with you, boys and girls here. So we're looking at December 2017, and just to see the charts and how they behave, we're just going to have a quick look at that. So we're looking at the low of July, early July. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a daily chart because it's just going to give the chart just a little bit more resolution, guys. So we're going to look at December 17. Okay, great stuff, guys. So that's the low that we're looking at right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this tool right here, bars and patterns, and I'm going to go from this date to this date. And then I'm going to copy this, and then I'm just going to bring that baby all the way out to where we are right now. So yeah, it's really uncanny how well this is matched from the beginning of June. And mind you, that point there in 2017 was also in June, guys. So we're just going to scale it so that it matches with what the heck we're trying to do. So here we go, match it with that low there, or somewhere around there like so. Okay, so that's as interactive as I can make it, guys. And as you can see, it does follow the movement to the T is what they like to call it. So it's just another way of saying that it's actually very similar. There's consolidation period coming in, and then we can actually see where the prices will be. And that's how, price predictions really work, We may see the price go down as that 62K in November, mid-November as well, which would be another great point of entry as well if you wanted to then work off of this model. Exactly. And you know what? This is probably not the worst move to make. This has been quite consistent, and I think there is some merit to actually using history as an indication. Of course, history isn't a surefire indication of what's actually going to happen in the future, but it is probably the best we're going to get, right? So that's how it is, guys. So this is the chart that we're seeing, just superimposing the chart that we have from 2017 on to the 2021. And the price prediction by the end of the year, it's around that December, at the end of the year, is going to be $180,000 Bitcoin, which would be amazing on the alts as well. Can you believe how high the alts will go if that actually happened with the Bitcoin? So that's definitely a bull run according to this indicator right here, guys. Another interesting thing to see is if you just look at the 2 weeks RSI, we can actually see how the market has behaved. We also see that the RSI is nowhere near at a level where it should be those sell regions there. So in the recent high that we saw RSI go all the way up to that 90 mark, and this is a 2 week one here. So we can see that it's bouncing off these lines here. So you might actually activate your trades based on that. So it may be the case that in the pullback, potentially in November, this little pullback that we drew in there, that we may actually retest this line here, at which point you can then place your purchase orders then, or you can then use that as an indicator to then enter into the nice healthy alts out there, which apparently now includes Doge and Shiba, which is a completely different discussion altogether, but I shall talk about that in another video, guys. So that's how it is sort of forming up to be at the moment. Obviously, there are other indicators, not only just RSI. We've still got a bit more room to go. Stochastic RSI, RVI, and also the Vortex indicator, which, more or less tell a pretty similar story with each other. So there's definitely more room to go right now. Just to give you a bit of a drop on what's actually happening, looking at the Ethereum whales, who I think one of the smartest peoples in the crypto investment world. Right now, the hottest and the most traded token is Shiba, and OMG is the most common one across those top 1,000 wallets. Shiba is still being held at around that $500 million mark, occupying about 10% of each of their wallets, which is fantastic. So if you are into Shiba, I'd say this is definitely a good holding signal, I'd say. If you want to get into it, then just be careful. There are other crazy tokens as well. Also really interesting to note that all of BitDAO has completely left the wallet as well. So obviously, I want the best for BitDAO, but yeah, it'll be good to see a bit more Bit come into the wallets as well. That's just my sentiment right now. I will be doing a video on sharing my $1,000 portfolio, how I've structured it, where my orders are set. If you're interested in knowing about that, obviously not financial advice. None of this is financial advice. You should really definitely go and do your own research. What I present before your eyes is quite compelling though. So try to use that, and obviously always everything with a pinch of salt. Just make sure that you always do your own research. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, make sure you go like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so that you can stay updated on the latest with cryptocurrency with HDK. Peace.